Shush.
Okay. So, very quick recap. The Murder of Crows, a mercenary company of just under 30 people, escorted a caravan, only getting one family brutally destroyed by a devil dog, and losing the caravan leader to a battalion of gnolls in a blistering show of incompetence during watch. They were able to make their way to the town of New Malys, a frontier city situated around the old Elven Empire capital, which has only recently started to becoming slowly decursed and creating a sort of gold rush for magical artifacts. You were able to meet the proprietor of the sickle.
Flower and sickle.
The Flower and Sickle, a Yuan-ti by the name of Monk. You discover, for the players, a familiar inn. For the stand by. Hello. It got me. For the players, a familiar inn. For the player characters, a rather anachronistic building that towers over the city, run by a tiefling bard. You were also able to meet a strange potion proprietor by the name of Abernathy, and a general goods merchant, and then the mayor of the town. All of you have taken an instant dislike to the rather rotund mayor. Buying a piece of property, you basically a claim in the city for the paltry sum of 1,500 gold. You now have the onerous task of clearing it out of its current inhabitants. This is after your paladin friend took her time to assuage yourself of the local services.
Yeah.
Those provided by the Flower and Sickle, the tavern/brothel that Monk runs.
What a paladin.
Yeah, it fits her personality, honestly.
However, she was able to get a D6 inspiration from the thing, so there's that.
I should hope so. Otherwise, kind of waste of time.
And money.
We should have a good time.
So that's where we're at.
Oh, also, we decided that we're going to become spider ranchers for fun and profit.
Mm-hmm.
How is it too late to quit like the campaign? Real quick, I'm real sorry, but can I not be involved in spider ranching?
Mm-hmm.
Anything with bugs and eggs, I would rather set myself on fire.
Don't worry. They're arachnids, not bugs.
No, that's cool. I'm super actually fine with spiders, but there are eggs involved, and if I have to hear the words repeatedly and like hatching and things, there'll be problems for me.
No, we won't have to.
That is.
We'll breed a magical spider that only has live births. Don't worry.
That's fine. Oh, that's fine then. Okay, as long as we don't talk about the sheer quantity and what that would entail, I'm fine. The less detail, the better. Let's do it.
And Brutus doesn't even have to be involved in that particular side venture. It was just a couple of the characters that have started discussing it.
Yeah.
I now love the idea that Brutus is slightly arachnophobic. I'm going with this. He gets that from me, except it's not spiders. Yes.
Okay.
What's a general bug phobia?
Mm-hmm. Sweet. Okay, so
Common sense.
So what do you guys want to do? There was a plan of scouting the property that you found, or you guys can go there now, or you can explore the town more.
Kuma just used the litter box.
Okay.
Let's go clear out our new property.
Yep. Yeah, Zashi was all gung ho to head in there.
Okay.
However, we haven't actually had Brutus introduced or any brief description of your followers.
Okay. I am Brutus, just quiet, large minotaur. I forget the name for it, the proper name for the markings. The really light brown with the white stripe and a couple white spots. He's real quiet and seems very focused on what he's doing. Not a very charismatic dude, but he gets the job done. And his followers, there's one follower. He's not, like I said, charismatic. His one follower is a companion who also works as a bodyguard. So
Okay.
the end goal is to create a
Chain of bodyguards.
Yeah, basically just like a team of them. And they're all different. They could be all different types, you know. They don't all have to just be big buff dudes, but that's what Brutus is.
Okay. Did you move the...
I have not. I'm waiting until.
Thank you.
So, okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and move you guys to the starting area for where everything is. I need to get everybody's things. Lander, where is your token?
It's right there.
Okay.
He doesn't have sight right now.
I see that.
There I am.
So Whistler. Whistler doesn't have dark vision, right, Tucker? And Brutus. We need one for Shayna.
Brutus, that's not dark vision.
Lander also has dark vision.
Okay, I'll fix that in just a second.
Oh yeah, I need to know who and what everyone is.
While Scott's doing that, I'll start off playing Lander McDonald. Kind of a short half-elf. Looks kind of gloomy, but daydreams a lot. Fairly standoffish, dressed like a wizard, but not.
Just likes the robes.
He kind of is a wizard, but
He's working on it.
he's working on it.
That works.
Large floppy hat with wizard poorly misspelled in sequence.
He has a bedazzler.
Okay.
No one knows where he got it, but he has a bedazzler.
So you guys descend down into the canyon. It's fairly narrow here. Hopefully everyone has a token that they can see. You'll be at the top left corner of the map.
Oh, all the way up there.
It's very narrow here. The light is. It seems like there's something absorbing the light from around here. Like it's not bright at all in here. What do you guys want to do?
Well, considering that we know that we need to clear this area out, we probably should be trying to be stealthy, but I would like to move forward to see kind of what we might be up against.
Okay. Give me a stealth roll, Becca.
Okay.
Oh.
You do notice as you descend into here, well, as much as everything is ruined, the buildings here used to be extremely tall. So, like, it is cavernous even inside the city. Okay, 14. Does anybody else want to do a stealth check, or just Becca inching forward?
Oh God, no.
I'll try.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty good.
It's a pretty good try.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll try too, since everybody else is sneaking around.
I'm gonna
Okay.
wait and see how that
Forward
goes.
a little bit.
Okay.
There.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, somebody.
Not bad.
A little bit. I was like, what's that?
Yes, we have.
The only skills that I have more than a 1 in are perception and athletics. I don't
Okay.
think I'm gonna try and sneak anywhere.
Okay. So, Lander, go ahead and if you want to, James, if you want to move your token up, to about where Becca's token just moved to.
Somewhere in this area.
Um,
Am I the dwarf?
Yep.
should be.
I was going to ask why there was still a dwarf.
Because that's the token I had for him for one of the one-shots, and I just changed
I-
the name.
I remember. I don't remember his name, but I remember him.
I can move you if you want me to. I'll move it to her. Okay. So
I guess we're not in combat, so.
yeah. So both of you actually see this as you poke your head around the corner. A large, it looks like a skeletal snake. It's about 12 feet long, by what you could tell. Although it's coiled up, so it's probably actually even longer. And then it seems to be talking to I think it's a mouse, and to a creature with a which Zashi, you would recognize as a Type 1 Malison.
Mm-hmm.
And they seem to be hissing at each other. If you want to hear, it is quiet. I will allow you to make a perception check to see if you can hear anything.
Okay. Perception. Oh, that's just going to be a straight 20.
Yeah, it's too quiet.
Okay.
We
Scotty?
got a bony
Yeah.
snake and another thing.
Mm-hmm.
What's that, Tucker?
I would like to send Flap to try to listen.
Okay.
Which, by the way, he's got 60 feet of blind sight.
Okay. Can you go ahead and give me a stealth roll for Flap? I need to put
Yeah.
Flap on there.
He's got a token.
Yeah, I'm gonna put Flap on the map, and you can kind of control, and you should be able to control Flap. You see him?
Uh-huh.
Okay, and also let me put the 60 feet of blind sight. Okay, so you have full control over him.
Okay, he still doesn't have, like, any sight.
He should.
I mean, he can only see, like, 2 squares out.
I got that. Huh.
No hit save changes.
Let me check. He has full sight, at least on mine. If I move him there, do you see more?
Oh! There's 2 flaps on here.
Oh,
They're multiplying.
I was just gonna say,
Where is the other flap?
where's the other Flap?
Right by Whistler.
I don't see the other Flap.
I'm moving it. Right there. There's the flap.
Can you ping it, please?
Oh, he's down there.
Oh.
Oh, crap. There's multiples of all of you guys.
Oh
We are legion.
All right, go ahead and delete us.
no! Avoid us.
I need to find my other person. Hold on. Oh, there is.
Searching through the section of the city, you find your clones.
This is really weird.
Okay, we're gonna delete what you guys have been looking at. If you want to go up top left.
I've been top left. I didn't know there was
I
another.
ended up top left too.
Okay, so then I don't know where I am.
You're
Where's
at the very top left.
Top left.
Very, very, very top left.
Okay, I don't think Whistler has sight at all.
I'm blind.
Oh, there he is. There he is. Okay, I see.
Okay.
Considering that I am a Yonti and it looks like there is a Yonti talking with a bone snake, I'm gonna let Lander know that I'm going to go ahead and try to get a better idea of what they're talking about.
Okay.
And request that you hang back for a moment.
Okay, so how are you going to do this?
I'm going to walk in here.
Okay. You hear a... We have a visitor.
Hello.
Hello. Are you one of my worshippers? This is the bone naga talking to you, by the way.
It's like, and this is probably all in Yonti.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Well, I haven't actually met you before. Just exploring this area of the town that we've purchased. Who are you?
I am
Sal.
Yes. Don't ask me to spell that.
Okay.
I am looking for the scions.
The Scions?
Yes, the scions of the Seraphis. There is supposed to be one here
And what do you want with this
to
son?
devour it and absorb its power.
Ah, I see. And how about your Malison friend here? Your one of your worshippers?
You give me an insight check.
Okay.
Yes, we're part of a snake cult now.
Awesome. The best cults are the ones you don't know you're in.
I am gonna go ahead and use that D6 of inspiration as well.
Okay.
So, well, that brings me up to 12. That was a horrible roll.
Okay. You can tell something is wrong with the Malison, but you're not entirely sure what. You do know, in general, Yonti and Naga usually don't get along, especially Bone Naga. But but yeah, it's unusual for a Bone Naga and a. But the Malison seems to be kind of faces you, has a scimitar on its waist, and is actually would try to start interposing itself between you and the Bone Naga.
Okay. So, I'll ask where the rest of its followers are.
They are searching for the child.
Okay. I am going to lean around, tell Lander. What am I going to tell Lander? It's going to be back in common, but something fishy's going on. We seem to have a snake cult that's searching for the child from the Seraphis to devour. Things are probably going to go south really quick. Be ready.
Make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Fuck! Okay.
Of course things aren't fishy. It's pretty snaky in here.
I was gonna type that, but I thought it was too bad a joke. I'm really glad someone else said it for me.
Okay, you hear it start whispering in your mind. I am not fishy. I am rat. And at first, it sounds really persuasive, but you're able to kind of like shirk it off a little bit. You feel like something has been trying to influence your mind.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Armor of Agathis on myself.
Okay, I need everybody to roll initiative.
Uh-oh.
Initiative is +2.
No.
I'm just kind of watching this all happen. It's like
Oh, good. I'm not.
snakes. Why did it have to be snakes?
I love snakes. I love snakes too.
Give me a second.
That's not how you spell.
Rules.
Okay, gain 5 temporary hit points.
It's weird when you have two character sheets. The 5 is Whistler, the 12 is Flap.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't put a character sheet in.
It's all good.
Yeah. I didn't expect it was up till 4 working and then what? I only have what I
Okay,
need.
so Malison 17 and the Naga is 19. Okay, so it looks like Storm, you're up first.
You want me to write any of this down?
Yeah.
Storm, Naga, Malison.
Yeah, Naga, Malison. You alright? That Puma. Can you?
Yeah.
Sorry. We heard a crash.
Honey, are you okay?
No, we heard it.
We heard it too.
Yeah, don't worry, make sure she's okay.
Yeah.
I actually don't know where my cat went. We'll find it.
It's fine. Puma just knocked a flower vase over.
Okay.
Naughty kitty.
Malison, it looks like Brutus? Oh no, it's you.
Yeah, Zashi.
Zashi. Brutus. Whistler. Lander. And then Flat. Okay, so Storm, you're up first. You hear? Do you say anything when you cast Armor of Agathis?
Let's see. Well, other than the verbal components, I'm gonna call out, it's going south!
Okay, so Storm.
Great. Storm doesn't know what's going on, so Storm is going to proceed to go forward a little bit, get caught up behind everybody else, starts hopping because he can't see over anybody because he's so short.
You should actually be able to pass through our space. You just can't stop in it.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, who and what is Storm?
He's a tabaxi, like a child tabaxi.
Why do we have a child in this mercenary group? What the hell?
Because we're horrible people.
You haven't been with us for the first several
mercenaries.
sessions.
I mean,
Did we like
it's
adopt?
the story of childhood adventure. You go out, you say you're fully 16 when you're only 12, and you join up with a mercenary company.
Yeah.
We had the paperwork. It only looked slightly forged. It was all good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like we care.
Not complete, just a little bit.
I can't make it through. Is this like an open spot here? I can't really see it.
Yeah,
That's
that's an open spot.
Is this like into an alleyway I'm looking into?
Okay,
Basically.
what am I looking at right here?
Well, that's me, that's Zashi.
That's Zashi. And if you pop your head forward a little bit, you see a giant snake and then a snake-headed man.
All right. I'm going to pop my head around, and I'm going to just going to be like, why is there so many ugly things in here? I'm going to hit it with vicious mockery.
Okay. The
Like-
giant bone snake or the head man?
Whatever's in front of Zashi at the moment.
Okay. Now, what's the DC on that? I know it's a wisdom saving throw. But
13.
now it is a Yuan-Ti, so it has advantage. It fails. Go ahead and roll damage, and it has disadvantage on its next attack.
1.
Okay. So 1 damage. It looks mildly annoyed, but he just kind of like. It is now the Bone Naga's turn, who is going to turn towards you, frustrated that its charm person didn't work, and I need you to make another wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
It wants you.
13.
You managed to save as your muscles tense up a little bit, but you're able to shirk it off as it tried to cast hold person on you, and it will back up. And remember, you have advantage on most of those saves,
Oh, that's right.
but you succeeded.
I keep forgetting that.
It is now the Auntie's turn, who will instead go. Can't see anything. Is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, up to you, and is going to take 2 scimitar attacks at you.
Okay.
The first one with disadvantage because of vicious mockery. Okay, here's the second attack because a natural one's not going to hit you. So a 17 to hit.
Misses.
Okay, so you're able to. You have a shield.
Yeah, I believe so.
So you're able. The first one is just completely wide, like he's still distracted by, by your little cat friend. The other one, he on the backswing, you're able to just block it away pretty much effortlessly.
Okay, and now he is actually blocking me, correct?
Yeah.
So
And now it's Brutus's turn.
no, Sashi's turn.
Or sorry, Zashi's turn.
All right. I will go ahead and being this close to him, does it seem kind of like he's being commanded or something like that?
Yes.
So I would know that possibly like my suggestion or something like that, command wouldn't work with him because he's
Might.
might. Do I want to try? Probably not. I will go ahead and attack him with
Okay.
my rapier.
Okay.
Plus 4. 12 to hit.
That hits.
Okay.
He's not particularly well armored. Like he's bare chested.
1d8 plus 2. I am not going to smite this time. 3 points of damage, and I will say that I am trying to knock him unconscious if I get him down far enough.
Okay, he's not even close. Okay, so now it's Brutus's turn. Do you want to try to move? Do you want to try to squeeze past?
Yeah, if I'm
Yeah, you
allowed.
can. You can take disadvantage to. Sorry, you can take difficult terrain to squeeze past him.
All right, I should be able to get there.
Okay. The one thing for size for the Minotaur, since it's a little wonky with gore, I'm basically just going to try and run up and gore the auntie that she's fighting.
Okay.
Does it count as the size down that then has to make a saving throw or be knocked prone?
It shouldn't be a smaller size category than you. You're both medium creatures, I think.
Oh, same size or smaller. I can't read. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
So it says medium size or smaller to knock down?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, you would have to make a strength saving throw. If you
Okay. Because it says I count as medium, but I remembered reading something else, but it must have been a homebrew thing about how I count a size up for carry load or something like that.
No, you do. For carrying load, you count as one size.
But that doesn't apply to anything else.
Correct.
Okay, we're good. Then, yeah, I will move forward. Oh god, I can't see anything. What am I looking at? Where's the auntie?
Do you want me to move you to it?
I can see it in a weird way. It like cuts off. Is that a wall?
Yeah. Here, I'll move you to where you could get to. There.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, so then I'll try and gore the auntie.
Okay.
I get proficiency with that, right?
Yeah.
Since they're attached to my head.
Yeah.
Irrelevant.
It barely is able to step out of the way.
+7.
Yeah.
I have a 20 in strength, and that's it. It's my strength modifier and my proficiency. So.
Yep, that's impressive.
Can I pull out since I'm dueling, second attack with my Warhammer, or?
No.
Okay.
Because Warhammer's not a light weapon, so you can't.
Oh, that's what I messed up. Sorry. Okay, go ahead. I need to fix some things.
Okay.
That's it. I'll stand there and try and be in the way.
Whistler.
Well, no, Flap.
Oh, Flap. Sorry.
Whistler has a 5. Flap has a 12.
Okay, I missed.
But I didn't tell Flap to do anything yet, so he's still just sitting there.
Okay, still just flapping around.
Lander.
Peer around the corner and try to get a ray of frost shot at the thing.
Okay.
To be honest, I can't see it. I don't know if my vision's not up.
No, you're just blocked by a wall. You got to move forward a little bit.
Yeah, I got you. You should be able to see a little bit better now.
Not really. I can see 4 squares away from me.
You have 60.
Yeah, sorry. Your sight is weird. Better?
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Ray of frost.
Okay. Ray of Frost, go ahead and roll it. I'm assuming you're going to go after the auntie or after the Naga?
The Naga.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll
We're
it.
attacking the Naga, right?
Well,
They were attacking the auntie.
Yeah, the auntie was kind of in my way, but we definitely want to take the
I'll
Naga.
shoot at the Naga. Or the Naga.
Yes.
Okay.
19 to hit.
That definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
5 points of frost, and its speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Okay, and then it has to make a Constitution saving throw. You see the so it really doesn't do much damage to the Naga, but you do notice that the Malison's eyes start kind of flicker a little bit and seem to be clearing up.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be now Whistler's turn.
Nope, everyone's grouped. I'll just cast Mage Armor on myself.
You okay?
Storm would be next.
Okay, and then Storm.
I'm stuck in the same place behind everybody else. I'm just going to look around the corner just to see what is going on around there. Okay, it actually opens up a little bit.
Yeah. Now you're small enough, you could probably move between them and move further into the room if you would like to.
Just vault over me. Like leapfrog.
Ugh, I really don't know if I want to be in the room with the Naga. Ugh. Yeah, I'm going to cast invisibility on myself first.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go into the room.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead and move your token. You count each person You count the Malison as as difficult terrain, but the rest of them is just 5 feet. So you can move. You can move all the way to like here.
Right here.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I'll sit right here.
Okay. Now it's the Naga's turn. The Naga is. You are not released from my service yet, and is actually going to notice how many people are around, and is going to cast Sleep at 3rd level,
Okay.
centered on the Malison. So let me roll that. Roll 98. Okay, so 40 hit points worth of sleep. It's gonna catch all of you. The first one that goes to sleep, clearing 1, is Flap.
Of course.
All right.
So I have 39. What's everybody's HP currently at? With the exception of who is that?
That's Whistler.
With the exception of Whistler. Whistler's the one not in range.
Mine's 36.
I also can't be put to sleep by magic.
Oh yeah. Okay. So
Half elf power.
right. 36 from her. Brutus, how much HP do you have?
I forgot to include my armor, but 13.
Does his half elf? Does he still soak up HP off of the thing though?
No.
18 then with plate armor.
Sorry.
Well, that's your AC.
No.
Wait.
Your health.
Health. Yeah, 13. Sorry. Stop it.
Okay. You have 36.
I cast armor back at this.
Oh yeah, temporary hit points. Okay, so 13. Storm, what's your HP?
24.
Okay. Lander is immune. Okay, so Flap drops. That brings to 39. Brutus drops. 39 minus 13 is what?
26.
And what was your HP, Storm?
24, so I drop.
Yeah, so, and then Storm falls. So Brutus, Flap, and Storm all just fall asleep.
All right.
Lame.
Malison would be up next.
The Malison turns to the Naga and says, "No one messes with my mind," and moves towards the Naga. 5, 10, 15, 20. Dazashi, do you want to take an attack of opportunity?
Nope. I'm gonna call out to the Yonti.
30.
We've got your back.
30.
I got you, bro.
I got you, bro.
And dashes to engage the Bone Naga.
All right. Zashi is up next.
Zashi.
All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Shit. Well, I guess I'm going to have to dash too, because I've only got a speed of 30. So, but
There goes our snake cult.
Darn.
Yeah.
No snake cult for Lander.
should be able to get up here. And that, unfortunately, is going to be my turn, because I had to dash to get there.
Okay.
So, next is Brutus, who is asleep.
Mm-hmm.
And then Flap, who's asleep, and next would be Lander.
Mm-hmm.
Which...
Lander, what do you want to do?
I am very happy staying back where I am, and I'll just be shooting Eldritch Blasts at it from around the corner.
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack for me, please.
Mm-hmm. 14?
14 bounces off of its bony hide. It seems to be actually fairly well armored for being basically a giant skeleton.
I always have so many questions about animated skeletons.
And then Whistler.
It's magic. Just explained it through magic.
Archaeology training won't let me.
Who's that?
That's Lander, and then the other one is
Brutus.
Okay.
Let me find out.
And Brutus is asleep, right?
Yeah.
And if I remember right, it takes an action to wake him up?
Yeah, you can take an action to wake somebody up that's asleep.
Okay. I'm just gonna walk over to here, and my little. Actually, how high is the ceiling in this room, or is there a ceiling?
There isn't really a ceiling. This is more of like a square.
Sweet.
We're gonna get our own square.
Okay, so I'm gonna take a small leather loop. I'm gonna hold it like it's a cup handle, and wrap it around. And then I'm going to chirp at the Naga, and I would like it to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. I don't actually know what you're doing, but 11.
I raise it 20 feet up into the air.
It starts squirming. You realize now how long it is, because it's kind of coiled. You realize how long this thing is. But yeah, it's not happy. I'm assuming it's restrained.
I'm just kind of waving at it.
Okay. Storm, you're still asleep.
Now the Naga's turn.
The Naga, do they get a... what all does this spell do?
I'm levitating him. So he can move, but, I mean, he's not, like, frozen or anything. He can take his turns, but he can't walk because he's not on the ground. He could probably push himself off the wall if he wanted to, but... And then, basically, that's really the effect, so it's up to you, you know, like, if it's going to make it hard for him to do certain attacks or anything. But yeah, basically he's just up in the air. He doesn't get another save, but it is concentration on my part.
Okay. I just want to make sure of something. Apparently sleep is not a concentration spell.
Zashi is yelling out, "It's flying now! I don't know exactly what's going on!"
So it is going to look down at the Malys and whisper to it, "Protect me, my minion." And the Malys will go ahead and try to make it its wisdom saving throw with advantage, because they all have advantage on the stupid thing. It's the auntie. The Malison just basically gives the Naga the finger. And the Bone Naga will just sigh and try. I'm gonna say it's difficult terrain, and is going to like attach itself to the wall, and is gonna try to like start slithering up the wall, but it's taking forever. It only moves about 10 feet up.
Am I able to do an opportunity attack?
Yeah.
Okay, I am totally taking the opportunity attack on it. Please hit, please hit, please hit. Nope. Ah, frustrating.
How do you only have a +2?
No, that was supposed to be a +4, sorry.
And it still wouldn't hit, but... Okay. It is now the Malison. The Malison would have taken an opportunity attack as well, which it did hit. For 7 points of damage. And then it is now the Malison's turn, who is going to actually, because it's going to move to the wall, basically, under the Naga, and is going to try to do an athletics check to climb up so it can continue to attack this thing. And whiff. He's like trying to scramble up, but it's too smooth of a stone, even as weathered as it is, and he just can't get purchased to climb up.
Alright, so is the Naga too high up for me to hit?
Yeah.
I'm going to call out, if someone is actually moving the Naga, can you get him a little lower? And I will hold my action to... well, it would be an athletics check to try to get up there.
Yep.
If I was awake, I could throw you. I'm waiting for that. I was going to actually say something to Lander, like, if you want, I could pick you up and just chuck you over everyone.
Yeah, no.
Why not? That'd be amazing. And you're a cat. You would land on your feet.
I'm not a cat.
I'm a cat.
Oh, you're the cat. Well, I'll do it to Storm then.
Athletics or acrobatics?
Oh, yeah.
Athletics.
Oh, yeah. No, you're the wizard. I keep thinking.
will attempt.
Chuck's the withers, the cat's just standing there.
12 check.
Nope.
So
That would
these two Yanti are like scrambling at this wall trying to attack this Naga that's floating up.
And Zashi has called out if someone is actually doing that to lower him.
Brutus is asleep, Clap is asleep, Lander.
It only takes an action to wake someone up.
Correct.
I nudge Brutus with my foot. It's like, hey, get up. Let's nudge. And then I shoot another Eldritch Blast at the Naga.
Well, it was your action to wake him up. Whistler.
Kick.
Okay. So
Just
I
don't throw him.
will pull the Naga down
Mm-hmm.
about 15 feet. Basically, as an action, I can raise him up 20 feet or lower him up to 20 feet.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, I'm just trying to bring him back down so he's still in the air,
Okay.
but lower. Basically, I'm trying to take what he gained in his movement back away from him.
Okay. You do that.
And I just look at him and says, "You are not released from my service yet."
Oh.
Oh, I like that.
I do love that everyone's attitude towards this giant, supposedly horrific bone Naga is just like, no. They're a plaything for us to flop around.
Okay, Storm is still.
I will also, with my hands, just I'm trying to motion everybody else, pointing and then motioning towards me.
Okay.
Towards you?
Yeah, he can't actually talk, so he's trying.
Yeah, because I'm a Kenku, so.
All right, Naga would be up next.
Yeah, so Storm is asleep still. The Naga is up next. The Naga is going to, I guess, cast Calm Emotions here.
Okay.
I need everybody but the two Yanti to make charisma saving throws.
Uh-oh. You did that.
Do we have to make one if we're asleep?
Yes, actually.
That's the best charisma I'm ever going to roll. Everybody, take a look. Note it. That's the one and only time. Oh, shut up. Who cares?
That second one's flap.
I was just going to ask. I like that Flap got a better charisma save.
Yep.
That's adorable.
As the Naga casts Calm Emotions, it also goes, I surrender. You have bested me.
Snake go.
Who of us believes this?
I don't know. You'd have to do insight checks. That wasn't part of the spell, but
I'm the law around here. Step out of line and I'll let my pack devour you.
You said insight checks?
yeah. Tucker, which charisma save is which?
I am calmed, and the sleeping bat is not.
Okay.
Probably. I'm assuming that his save, he made it and I didn't. Yeah.
That was my insight check.
Okay, so Brutus and Zashi, you definitely believe that it's... I mean, it's a bone nugget. It's hard to read, but you have no reason to think that it's not telling the truth.
Something about its facial expressions really makes me feel like I should trust it.
I mean, it really doesn't have a face. It has a skull, so...
That's
You're
the
not
joke.
entirely sure how it's talking, actually, and why it's lisping. I mean, it doesn't even have a tongue.
Habits.
Yeah.
Yep.
Does anybody else want to roll the insight check? Or...
Oh, if I'd known it was an option.
Sure.
I guess of the people that are still awake.
You should convince me that
Whistler, it's definitely scared and it is definitely surrendering. But you can tell that it's probably not going to submit to you guys.
Yeah, but I'm also calm emotion.
Yeah.
So you're not as worried about it as you might have been.
Yeah, I don't really care about this thing right now.
The Malison would be up next.
The Malison, let me do an insight check on it. It has. I'm trying to figure out what the Malison does. The Malison will go ahead, says, I do not care. You are an enemy of our people. And he'll take his 2 swipes against him.
Okay.
Hitting both times. Uh, 15 damage to them. You can see actually the bone naga, like it's looking extremely, extremely weakened right now, and it's get me away from this crazy beast.
So Zashi would be up next. I'm going to turn to the Malison. How badly did he treat our people?
He has enslaved us all. Yeah, fuck that.
I will go ahead and attempt to hit him myself.
Nope. Fuck! It easily dodges out of the way, and you're in an opportune strike. The Malison is. You might need training. Brutus, you're awake, but and you are not. Your emotions are not calm. It's up to you if you believe this thing or not.
The fact that I see my companions still attacking it is Brutus is very simple.
Okay.
So this time with a scimitar in hand, right? Because that'll work. It's a light weapon. I messed up. I was worried about knocking the guy out rather than actual function. So yeah, I'll charge to try and gore the naga.
Okay.
Right.
I think you're probably gonna have to do a dash, which I think gore is a bonus action for you. So.
Let me check. It doesn't say actually.
And then it's an action, so you're probably not gonna be able to get an attack.
Okay. I'll still charge over there.
Okay.
Wow. I will strike you when I can.
Okay. Flaps asleep. Lander. Did you fail? You failed, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're like, why is everybody killing everybody? We should listen to this creature. He's obviously surrendering.
I mean, it would be the humane thing to do. I'm just gonna stand back for now.
Okay.
Whistler.
Same basic thing.
So yeah, I'm calmed.
Mm-hmm.
But that just means I'm indifferent to it, right?
Right.
I mean, that's...
You're not charmed.
Yeah. I just don't have any animosity towards this creature.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm going to do is raise it up again.
Okay.
About 10, 15 feet. I don't want to give it a chance to run away. I just want to get it out of the range of everybody who's trying to hit it.
Okay. That's a forced movement, so they don't get an attack of opportunity against it.
That's correct. And then I say, "Aye, boyo, stick with the group. Don't cause trouble. Get paid." And I hold up my hand towards the creature, like I'm talking to it.
Yeah, I got you.
All right.
Storm is asleep. It's now the naga. You hear this it nods, and then you hear this weird sound and this glowing ember. And if you've ever seen a snake vomit, it's kind of what you're about to. You kind of get the impression of as it's pushing out this thing, and suddenly this glowing blue jewel just shoots out of his mouth and clinks on the floor next to you, Whistler.
Yes.
Gross.
Well, I mean, my turn's over, so.
Yeah.
Where was it hiding?
And that's literally its turn. The Malison is going to attempt again to do its athletics check to climb up so it can hit it. This time, actually getting up there and like he's now. That was its action, so it can't actually attack this turn, but it's like it climbs up above it so that it's now in range again.
Okay.
Zashi's turn.
I could throw you.
Yeah. If Brutus says that out loud, I'm gonna go. Yeah, let's try it, and I will hold my action for Brutus to throw me up there and then attempt to hit the
Yes,
bone
please.
knockout.
Yes,
Okay.
And,
That's Brutus's turn now. So Brutus, you want to move your character next to Zashi?
Yeah.
Okay. I want an athletics check from Brutus.
Okay.
And then Zashi, what armor are you wearing? Approximately how much do you weigh?
let me see. So Zashi herself only weighs about 150 pounds.
Right. Well, like
but
if you go into your equipment.
Armor, I am wearing chainmail.
Oh no. Okay, so your total weight carried is 132 pounds right now.
Well, some of this was stuff that I would have left behind.
We'll say 115 pounds. So you're about to throw something. We'll say 230 pounds, approximately 10 feet straight up into the air. So give me the athletics check. We'll say a DC. We'll say a DC 15. You get an attack.
Yes.
Come on!
That hits.
I am going to smite
That
at a second level.
It is undead, so.
Okay.
You're not a first level character, are you?
No, I'm a third level character.
You don't have second level spell slots.
Yes, I do.
That's your.
Oh, no,
that's
your third level?
Never mind. Delay my last. Okay, I'm using first level. Sorry.
That's your suggestion for meeting on D.
Yes. Alright.
You can't use that spell.
So it's a D8, 2D8.
It's 3d8 because it's undead.
Alright. So I'll roll my regular weapon damage first.
Okay.
1d8 plus 2.
Okay, 8 points.
And then 3d8
radiant.
17 radiant.
Okay, so let me check.
I'm so very happy.
I am too. I just got thrown.
Okay, it is looking extremely rough. It's still up, but it is looking extremely rough now. As your Minotaur friend tosses your Yuan-Ti, who, in a blaze of light, as she's flying up, radiates light as it cuts into this bone naga with a rapier.
Yep.
Right into the rapier's like spinal column. It's all spinal column.
I love it.
Alright, then it would be Flap.
And then Flap's still asleep. Lander. You're still kind of neutral towards this creature. There is this weird blue stone that it vomited up in order to pay off your Kenku to keep it alive.
It's like a pinata. Just keep on hitting it.
I mean,
I'll shout to it, I will save you if you pay me as well.
I've already paid it, and it's not doing a very good job.
I'm a better guardian than he is.
Give me a persuasion roll.
we're extorting for protection from ourselves. Is everybody realizing what's happening right now?
Hey,
This is a magic
Make money.
ATM made of bones and undead.
not that persuasive.
It kind of like, I've already paid.
He's being cheap.
Need more. It's a difficult job.
That persuasion roll is free. I know you can't really attack it. You're kind of indifferent to it. Although it is looking pretty hurt. Like, I would say you could probably put it out of its misery at this point.
if your character is so inclined to do so.
Eldritch Blast.
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack.
Try to watch me miss like a chump.
I'll toss you too if you want.
Yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
While he's rolling damage, Storm, your invisibility, is that a concentration? So
Yeah.
okay, so you are visible.
Oh, I actually the Bone Naga needed to roll concentration on the when you hit on the calm emotions when you hit him. 25, so it's a DC 12 check. Sorry. Actually, all of you guys' calm emotions are gone because he lost concentration anyway. So now, Whistler, it's your turn.
Okay. So I still got him, right?
Mm-hmm.
I pick up the gem.
Okay. It's like it glows slightly. It seems to be some type of metallic crystal. You're not entirely sure what it is.
Okay. But does it look like it's probably valuable?
It looks like it's extremely valuable.
And it got vomited up by a dead snake, so you know you want it.
Yeah. How tall is the building that he's up next to?
So he's currently 20 feet up. He has about, I would say, another 15 feet. It's a 4-story building, so but like half of it's chopped off. So he has about 15 more feet before he's clear of the building.
Oh, okay. In that case, I just shoot him up 20 feet, so he's above the buildings now.
Oh, okay.
Well, picking up the thing, and I say, "Don't hurt my doggy."
And the Malison's still riding him.
No, the Malison isn't riding. The Malison's climbing up the thing.
It's now the Naga.
It's now the Naga. The Naga will go ahead and thank you, and will turn to the. It will actually turn to the Malison. Let's see what the Naga wants to actually do. And will. Yeah, I guess he'll look straight down at the Malison, and actually, unfortunately, you, because you're a linear thing, and cast Lightning Bolt.
Yay!
So I need dexterity saving throws from. You remember you have advantage, so.
Oh, good. Too.
Okay, the Malison makes its. And you make yours.
Okay. Ouch.
So both of you take 15 points of lightning damage as this arc of electricity comes flying down.
With that, I'm going to scream out, "Drop the damn snake!"
It is now Zashi's turn.
Does it look like there's stairs?
Alright, so you see the Malison, and Malison climbs up, drops his sword and takes out his bow and is about ready, but he doesn't have the ability to actually attack.
He doesn't?
Mm-mm. Because it would have been the Malison. The Malison climbs all the way to the top, but he's actually above the building now, so...
Does it look like I'm going to have to climb up, or is there any stairs or something?
You haven't gone into the area yet, but you don't know. There's a door right there.
Yeah. Okay, do I have any... I think I have any long range. I am going to go ahead and take a dagger out and chuck it at him.
Okay, we roll with disadvantage, because you're at long range for a dagger.
Alright. +4 still, so...
dagger goes wide.
All right, Brutus is next.
Anyone want to be thrown?
I
The
kind
only
of.
thing I can think of
He
is
is way up.
Yeah, it's really far up. I would
If
actually.
someone smaller, I might be able to
Mhm.
come a little further. I'll just try and shoot him then with my crossbow, I guess.
Okay.
That won't go nearly as well, though. Oh wait, I get a bonus for that. Yay! I actually do get something.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
What? Okay. I'm rolling really well in the stuff that I didn't expect to roll well with. Oh, crap. What's happening?
Where's the?
At 10.
What?
10?
Okay, yeah. Arrow just cracks into the skull. You see the skull just shatter in air, and now like just floating thanks to Whistler's.
Yeah, I still have the body up there.
Yeah.
Now it's just target practice. This is good training.
The Malison now at the top of the building actually nods to you and jumps off. And seems to scatter away.
Oh, bye. No.
As he's scattering away, if you're ever in New Malys, look up the Murder of Crows. That's us. Totally buy you a drink sometime.
Okay, you're out of combat. What do you want to do? You're kind of in a town square, so the building beside you, it looks like this was all slums, so it's all like ramshackle. Even when it wasn't destroyed by magical energy, it looked like this was the poorer end of town. So everything is small, narrow rooms. There's rubble just strewn about everywhere. Even when you clear out this area of the monster, you kind of get the idea that you're going to have to do some cleanup in order for it to be particularly usable for really anything.
All right.
Is everyone who was put asleep awake now? Or?
Yeah. I'll say, like, you guys can wake them up, or it's been a minute, and you can.
Okay, make sure everyone's awake.
Mm-hmm.
I forget, Becca, your character's name?
Zashi.
Zashi. If Zashi needs help getting down, I will offer to catch. Basically make sure everybody's okay.
Okay.
With the levitation, you now have basically a ladder because of just how the.
I love it. Can I take a fang or something?
There's bone shards everywhere from the skull getting cracked in half. So.
But specifically a fang.
Give me an investigation roll. Whistler, what do you want to do?
Oh, I was just gonna say, if people are still standing here, then I'll slowly start bringing them down.
Mm-hmm.
But if people move out of the way, I'll just drop the spell and let them rain bones all over the place.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Probably would step back.
That's my investigation roll.
Yeah, you don't find any fangs. You
I
find some bone shards everywhere.
would like to investigate the corpse myself.
I'll get a handful.
Okay.
Same.
Anytime there's skulls and stuff, I have to. I'm sorry. Any bone stuff.
It's a 13 for my investigation.
Yeah, you find some, again, bone nagas, aren't really composed of a lot other than just bone.
Can I find a thing for Brutus, though?
Yeah, I'll say with that check you can find a thing for Brutus.
Okay, and I will give Brutus the bone naga thing.
When you do that, can I get a survival check from you?
From me?
From you.
Can I help with that?
No. This is to make sure she doesn't poison herself.
I know that.
Immune to poison.
Oh, yeah.
That's the exact.
So yeah, you do manage to grab onto the poisoned bit of the fang, but you're immune to poison, so you're just kind of.
Watch out for the poison bit.
Thank you.
Our knowledge arcana is bone naga bits useful for any spell components or valuable in any form
Go
of
ahead and give
magic?
me the knowledge arcana roll. You're pretty sure they are, but I'll need a knowledge arcana roll to see if you can figure it out.
I will take one of my sacks and
Mhm.
put the bones in there.
It's
Okay,
14.
You actually know two things it's useful for. The bones themselves are actually usually they contain a certain amount of necromantic energy, so if you use them as a material component in necromancy spells, it has a tendency to kind of amplify them a little bit. If you ground them down into powder. The other thing is the poison from a bone naga's fangs can be used can be synthesized, and it creates a special poison that if somebody dies while having the poison condition in a bone in their system, they will resurrect as a zombie pretty much instantly under the person who killed them's control. But it's really hard to synthesize the poison because it's really easy to poison yourself, and the poison is only viable for about 24 hours after harvesting. It magically fades.
What about the bones? Will those be good for a long-term effect?
Yeah,
Longer time?
those
Or?
you just have to synthesize into the powder. It doesn't take much.
I will also search for a fang.
Okay, give me an investigation roll. It's going to be a higher DC because you already found the easier one. And there's only 2.
Okay, so
Yeah, no. Is that your... No, that was your Arcana check. I'll be back.
All the 2 that are poisoned?
Yeah, there's only 2 that are poisoned.
Okay. It's gonna stay.
It still has the anatomy of a snake.
Yeah, I was like, wait a second.
Well,
15?
15?
No.
Nope. Sorry, Scott says no.
Bruce, what's that you got there? Can I see it just for a little bit? I'll give it right back, I swear.
Oh, I wouldn't hand it. I show you. Here, see? I don't have an actual snake soul with me. I'll get it.
Bone naga tooth, they're scattered all over the place. But you specifically said fang. But there's bone naga teeth everywhere.
Yeah. So, I'm assuming this is about the size of what it might be. So.
Yeah.
while they're searching, I want to ritually cast Identify on the...
Okay, so it's what's called Blue Arcanite.
Okay.
It is used by certain smiths, especially usually forge clerics, but also some wizard smiths and some artificers to create magical weapons, to infuse magical weapons.
Cool.
You don't have enough to actually make one right now, like because the rock isn't that big, but you could probably, I don't know, make a bracelet or something out of it.
Fancy.
Well, if we do a quick investigation here, do you guys want to move forward and see if we can clear out another section, and then maybe we can start getting this area actually cleared of rubble for use? But
yeah, totally.
So if you guys don't notice, like there's those, if it's slashed, there's doors there. That's how I'm like, because sometimes it's hard to like show that there's a door there.
I do
Okay.
this way.
Okay.
So this is
okay. So Becca's doing something weird again. Can I please get a what's your passive perception?
My passive perception?
Yeah.
Give me a second. 10.
Okay. Can I get a dex check from you as you start heading that way?
A dex check.
Yeah, a dex check.
Plus 2.
from everybody?
Nope, just Becca.
Okay.
10.
Okay. Yeah. So, because you're in heavy armor and because of it's pretty unstable there, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. As all of you hear a weird like cracking sound, and Becca, you take as a wall collapses in on Becca.
Girl, what you doing?
Rocks just are tumbling across your back. You take 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ouch! Okay.
Now you said he's doing something weird again. Is there something that happened last time that I don't know about?
Yeah, all kinds of things. I'm gonna go ahead and
So now this passage is basically blocked. I'm not gonna really draw it, but it's completely blocked off now.
Zasha, we'll work on remodeling once we've cleared the area out. We've got stuff to do.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, I will go ahead and use my lay on hands to heal myself a little bit.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and send Flap over the building here.
Which building?
The building that the Naga was trying to climb up
Oh, okay. I'll
onto the other side
Okay.
and just have to look through his eyes.
So he's currently off the map.
Oh, that's not the map? Okay.
I got
well,
it.
Then, okay, yeah, but I didn't know that. What's he seeing?
He's basically seeing the city. He's like, you're, spread out before you is the slums of the city. There are twisting catacombs everywhere. If you send it over the top of where the building actually was, you see basically a ruined building. Like it looks like it had been sacked long ago.
Okay.
But with Flap's echolocation, he can kind of tell that this area is slightly unstable, and anyone wearing heavy armor might trigger floor collapses. Anyone of it basically, and your Yanti and your Minotaur friend might have some problems with the floor here.
Why?
So yeah, I walk up to Brutus and I point in that direction, and I put my hand on the floor on the floor tile and just kind of circle it, and then just go.
It's actually an exact mimicry of the sound that you just heard of the walls collapsing. It's actually kind of impressive.
Oh wait, where did you point?
I pointed towards the direction I sent Flap, and then I motioned on the ground. Yeah.
Okay, got it. Yeah, not heading that way then.
Well, unfortunately, I think that we're going to have the others go before us and check the ground to make sure that we can actually follow them.
Yeah, I'm not exactly.
However, because it's there, can I get what is Flap's path? Well, you're actively searching. Can I get an investigation roll from Flap?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. Basically, that's all it is. That the echolocation is telling them that the ground's unstable.
So we'll send them.
As long as I get somebody.
So which way did Yashi go? Went north, right?
Yeah, she went north.
Which apparently is now blocked off because the wall fell.
When you were there, you did notice there were some dead bodies back there.
Dead bodies?
Yeah, they looked scorched. Not like burned, but like imagine an extreme sunburn.
Kind of like how it looks when my radiant energy goes, burns someone?
No, your radiant energy tends to be more purifying. This is kind of the opposite of that. Zashi has no context for this, but it looks like radiation burns.
Ow.
And we came in from the west, right?
Yeah, you came in from over here.
Okay.
Now Zashi...
So yeah, I'll just
Zashi's
keep
people
moving.
know what Maserafus was.
Oh, very much.
Okay. Probably have some horror stories regarding her.
Yeah.
I still haven't decided what Zashi's gonna do.
Give me another investigation check for Flap, Doctor. Can you move that way?
Yeah.
Becca's gonna have to pretend like she doesn't see all of this.
I am doing my best to pretend that I don't see all of that stuff.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so that's actually a pretty good one. You start seeing it, if Flap has to actually stop, because if he had continued on any before, he would have gotten caught in extremely thin, extremely hard to see. Fortunately, he has echolocation. Spider webs.
Great, the spiders are all right here for us.
Yeah. Whistler walks up to Lander and kind of jumping, and he goes, ka-ching!
Yeah. I like that noise. That's the noise I recognize. Like,
And then, yeah, I'll start falling flat.
Okay. So you go ahead and open the door. Let me go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
Do you want to check for traps before I do this?
I'll do it.
No, because I didn't.
No.
Whistler does a check for traps. What are you talking about?
I am going to cast Mage Armor on myself before we progress.
Oh, of course you can.
Yeah.
Mr.
So the door opens up, no traps. The one thing you do realize is, yeah, with the echolocation and looking for it, there is definitely a weakness in the ground here.
Can I carefully check this door?
Yeah. Go give me an investigation roll.
Okay. Because as far as I know, they haven't told me it's safe to move on.
Mhm.
So, investigation.
It just looks like a door.
Can I open it?
Sure. You open the door. You see a
It's burned bodies.
you see a collapsed hallway. Burned bodies. You do notice a shield that has been shined to a mirror finish. Well, now it's not, but it looked like it had been intentionally shined to a mirror finish. It is now covered in dust, though. So, but like if you just scrape away the dust, it's still got that polish to it.
Okay.
The also like it's completely like the shield's here, and there's a gauntlet. The gauntlet seems to be made out of a dull metal. Like you're not entirely sure why it would be made out of it. It looks heavy and like not good for armor at all. I need a actual like nature check to identify the metal.
Okay. Nature.
Metallurgy isn't really your thing.
Mm-mm. Well, investigating bodies, I will take the shiny shield
Oh, okay.
and the gauntlets.
Okay, Tucker. Are you gonna do anything with the? No, we're because we're on my mom's Wi-Fi. We're going to upload it after we're done.
Okay.
So we're not.
I usually always have it open while we play, but
yeah.
I just remembered and looked. I'm like, oh, where is it?
Yeah.
Sorry.
So, did you do anything with the spider web, Tucker, or are you just looking at them?
Yeah, I'm gonna go look at him. Look
Okay.
myself and
Give me
investigate
a
him.
nature check. That's it. So if between your own intelligence and like Flap's echolocation, you were able to spot them, but they seem to be in and out. They don't seem to be fully in this plane of existence.
The spicer spiders.
They
Yeah, that's really cool.
they seem to be shifting in and out of this plane and the ethereal plane. They're still gonna trap you, but they also seem to exist on both planes at the same time.
Okay.
Definitely good news.
I'll
They
try
are,
to.
however, extremely weak. Like they're not.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to cut some off.
Okay, easy enough. You hack through them.
Yeah.
Are you gonna try to take some, or are you just hacking through?
Yeah.
Them? Okay.
No, I'm trying to cut some and take some off.
Okay. You get a nice bundle like this much. They kind of have a tendency to stick to themselves, so you get less of like a gnat and more like a ball of spider yarn.
Okay.
But
How thick does it seem that they go?
right now, like they're pretty wispy, but they definitely get thicker. And as far as you can tell, as you kind of walk your way through the corridor, this entire corridor gets thicker as you travel south.
Okay. So I will go back and show him the lander.
I'll also show.
Very good, little friend. Very good.
The idea of farming spiders for their scope.
What's that?
Yes.
Okay.
One of the dwarven merchants had been complaining that were out in the boonies and he couldn't get good spider silk or other like rare materials.
Okay.
Okay.
There's a.
And we had jokingly suggested the idea of spider ranching.
Okay.
Very good, very good.
So, looks like we might be able to at least harvest some of this, right? Oh, and anyone know what's up with these black gauntlets I found? It's weird.
It's not black.
Or
It's
dark.
dull.
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 Detect magic.
No magic. Your spider silk is magical, but the gauntlets aren't.
Spider silk is magic.
Okay.
The spider.
So they're just gauntlets.
Mm-hmm. I will allow a nature check from Brutus, actually, for... Well, actually, Brutus, you know what this is, because it's actually a crap metal you guys have to get out of your tunnel spot. This is lead. The gauntlet, it seems to be made out of lead.
I would share that. These are lead gauntlets.
Lead gauntlets. That's weird. That's not a very good metal for armor.
Especially because it's touching their skin and it would cause them to go crazy and die.
Say you strap those onto someone, they could bludgeon the heck out of people with them. Right before they perished, but you know, up until then, they'd be crazy good at punching people.
And then they'd just be crazy and then they'd die.
And Lander, can I get an Arcana check from you on this?
Certainly. Oh, lead gauntlets. Okay.
Like, out of character, I have an idea of what they were used for, but Zasha
Yeah.
has no idea.
Yeah.
You use these for handling magical components sometimes. Otherwise, they burn through your skin or other nasty stuff.
Oh, really? Well, these might actually be useful.
That is, if I passed that check. I'm not sure if I did.
Well, no, so that wasn't that check. That you actually, Whistler would have known too, but Whistler has no way of communicating that with the rest of the party. What that Arcana check was is, so Lander, you actually recognize this. This silk is not the silk that you guys were contracted out for. The silk you guys were contracted out for was from magma spiders. This is phase spider silk. Dwarves hate this crap. Elves sometimes like it because it's like super soft and thin, but for the most part, it's not. The biggest use it has is for capturing ghosts.
Is what?
Capturing ghosts.
Because it exists on both the ethereal plane and the material plane at the same time. It's really good for stopping movement in the ethereal plane. But phase spiders are not tameable and
Can't really cage them.
Yeah.
But we could harvest a bunch of this silk in this area and use it to either make nets for ghosts or possibly sell it.
Designer lingerie, anyway.
So the
Ghost
spider
net.
hunt recommences.
I'm just imagining trying to deal with like some really awful wailing ghost, and the way you do that is just handing them a box and they open it and it's this really cute little teddy made out of this spider silk. I can pass on now, and then they leave. All I ever wanted.
Okay.
Yep.
Now I can capture ghosts. There we go. Time to get more of this stuff.
I will just minor illusion some spiders in that spider silk while you're holding it, just because it's.
Right? So,
Stop that.
so Lander, are we going to have to take care of the phase spiders and then we'll go ahead and get our followers to assist in harvesting as much of the silk as we can?
Oh yes, phase spiders are very dangerous. We need to take care of them as fast as possible. Otherwise they start breeding. They probably have been breeding. Who knows how many are down there?
They probably have. All right, well, lead on. Just point out for Brutus and myself which areas we need to be extra careful moving by.
I'll begin leading and pointing.
Okay. With
plotting.
advantage, I need dexterity checks from both Brutus and
No,
Zashi.
no, I
Come now, little friend, show me where you found the goodies.
Zashi's pretty good.
Oh.
Zashi hasn't created a good collapse. Brutus, one more roll.
for.
Well, you had advantage for the dex check because.
Okay. Oh, it did me a lot of good. It was very helpful. It kept me from slipping on my own face.
Okay, so, yeah, Brutus, I need a dexterity saving throw as the ground collapses underneath your feet.
Right into the basement full of phase spiders.
Where does this happen?
It's gonna happen. I hope you're all prepared for a rescue mission immediately.
Am I there?
A cask of oil in on top
Okay,
of
yeah,
you.
you fail your dexterity saving throw, and as it collapses, you think you're gonna hit the ground and boom, you get stuck.
Hey, I can't like
I'm sorry.
walk out.
And it's this weird sensation as tiny legs that you can't see start crawling all over you.
That's fine. Okay.
Aw.
And Brutus is suspended in the darkness. You can't really see. You're pretty sure she's suspended in this phase spider cell.
I'm gonna attempt to help get her out of there and pull. Is Bruce male?
He's male.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just me that has the bug problem.
And
But now he does too. Now he has an excuse for it.
Okay, can I get a Constitution saving throw from Brutus, please?
Thank God, nothing I can do.
As these things start biting into you.
That's fine. Just
Where's the hole?
Let me move you guys, and I'll show where the hole would be. Which one's Brutus?
that one's Brutus.
Okay.
I just
I'm
want to
gonna Brutus
say,
to
I'm
where the
really
hole
sorry
is.
I keep being right.
it's a Constitution.
Yeah, Constitution saving throw. So Brutus is at this corner over. Brutus is right here, is suspended in this little corner.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is that Constitution?
How deep does it look like it goes?
About 5 feet,
Yeah.
but you can't see the bottom. He's only like 5 feet down, but he is suspended, basically outstretched, and
I mean, does it look like a deep pit or is it just dark?
it's just dark. You're pretty sure you're on the ground level, and this is a lake. So if anything, all it's gonna do is he's gonna hit water. In fact, when it collapsed, you probably heard a as stuff hit water below.
Yep.
you do know, however, the water itself is not the best stuff in the world to be handling.
Brutus rolled a 9.
Yeah, so
Am I poisoned?
you are poisoned, and you take 12 points of poison damage.
Cool.
Zashi is trying to help Brutus get up.
Okay. Brutus, go ahead and give me a strength check with advantage to try to get out of there.
Okay.
Oh, the 21 is easy enough. You're able to just rip through this thing and crawl yourself out of this pit. You're still poisoned.
Mm-hmm.
You don't feel good at all. You kind of shake as you get all these, like, again, you can't really see them. It looks really odd to see this giant cow bull creature, like,
Freaking out?
yeah, freaking out.
I'm legit losing my shit.
Yeah.
Are you okay, cow thing, man?
This is bullshit. Sorry.
But you think you got rid of them. Like, you can't feel them anymore.
Okay, yeah, I'm continuing to pat down, but like about to collapse from what with the poison and such.
Yeah, and you feel really ill.
I have 1 hit point.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we have any healing options still.
Uh-oh. Oh, wait, when do I get my second wind thing? Is that second level or first
That's
level?
second level, so you'd be able to use that.
So I don't get that yet.
Okay. You should be second level, Brutus.
Oh, I thought we were first.
No, you're second level. So you have extra. I figured you had more hit points than that.
I was wondering why you had 13 hit points. I'm like,
Yeah.
why is I'm a bard and I have 24?
Because they're all.
I went back in the group chat 7 months or whatever the hell to like find where it was, and it used to be first level, but I must have missed.
Yeah, we started at second.
And they're all third level because they were able to get some experience points. But
So I'm still ouchied.
yeah.
I actually still think I'm below half. I'll do the math, but then I would get second wins,
Yeah.
so I can regain 1d10. This 2.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I'll do that. Okay, I get plus back. So I only took 1 hit.
Okay.
Much better. That makes way more sense now.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, you feel better. You're still poisoned, but.
I still don't feel good.
Yeah. And that condition is going to last about. Well, somebody give me a nature check.
I'm gonna try to. Oh no, someone already got 20. Never mind. I won't bother.
That poison is probably going to last for about an hour. And it is a mild paralytic too. It is designed to stabilize the spider's prey, but keep it immobile so that it can eat them alive.
Everyone like fresh food.
Give me a little closer.
As vegetarian.
So, yeah. So
But the one who knows that is the one who
Can't talk.
can't. Me.
I make a small little illusion of a clock.
Oh,
And I
okay.
just move the hand 1 hour.
Okay. I'm wondering if I'm smart enough to translate that. So 1 hour until what? Do I die?
Yes.
I'm really dumb, guys. I was
Just
okay.
All right, I know something's happening in an hour, but not what.
Okay.
I'll just pat you on the shoulder or to the side. Sorry, man. 1 hour.
You guys want to continue on?
1.
Yeah, I think so long as Brutus is okay with the second wind and stuff, that we should continue on.
Okay.
I'm gonna die in an hour, but okay.
Let's get this done in an hour then.
Does Whistler's illusion, like, I mean, it's 1 hour, but is Whistler making any movements of, like, that Brutus is going to die? Or?
Brutus thinks he's dying. Brutus thinks he's gonna die in an hour because Whistler tried to help, and then Storm and Lander were jerks about it. So now Brutus thinks he's gonna die in an hour.
Well, we do have the option to
Brutus,
swing
my
back
friend.
to town. We can come back.
Are you ready to lay on hands?
I had to use it to heal myself.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I am out of lay on hands, which I only get back after a long rest, right?
Correct.
So, yeah, we could go back to town and go see, I have the wrong journal, but the,
Yeah, I actually don't have the notes, but yeah,
it was Iona or something similar.
yeah. No, sister.
What? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we can head back to Sister Iona. We can handle these phase spiders after, she takes a look at you and clears you of whatever this poison thing is.
What was, I don't remember Chester's character's name, but what was the last kind of directive I guess he had? Because I haven't talked to him about it, but he would have passed those orders to me, and that's what I would be doing.
To get
So
some
it's
spider
like,
silk and
die, clear out that area, that's what I would be doing.
it was to get some spider silk and to try to keep safe as much as possible.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah, I'd be good going back up to not die.
I just reach over to pat the Minotaur on the shoulder and say, "Stick with the group. Don't cause trouble and get paid." And then I start walking forward again.
That would have been in Chester's character's voice, I think.
Yeah.
No,
Oh. I love Whistler. Okay. Well then, yeah.
I think he has
Or
one
was
hell of a
it? Which character was that? Oh, Whistler.
Actually, that's not any of the characters in the game. That's the guy who hired Whistler.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's the.
Well, so was that or was that not in Chester's character's voice?
That would not have been in Chester's character's voice.
Oh, okay.
So Whistler looks like you're coming to a. Is that Whistler?
Yeah, that's
Whistler, you come into a T section.
Yep.
The spider to your left. So to the right side of the screen. to Whistler's left would be the spider silk is thinning out. To the right, it's getting real thick. I can actually tell that the floor here would have been pretty rotted too, except that the spider silk actually seems to be like holding it together.
Okay. Well, then I will go to my right because I don't want to go into the thicker spider silk.
Okay.
What if, for the safety of our big characters, we got some large chunks of rubble, and as we entered new rooms, we just threw them on the floor to see if they would collapse?
It's not actually an awful idea. I could be the one to throw it. That'd be fine. Like, just stand in the doorway and throw rocks.
So Whistler is kind of heading off
Yeah, we're.
by himself right now.
Zashi is cautiously following.
Okay. Sashi, give me a dexterity check.
Is Whistler pointing out weak areas?
Not really. I mean, kinda, but
You're fine.
Okay.
You're actually fine. The floor here isn't that weak.
Oh, okay.
I was just messing with you guys.
actually, at that point, Whistler stops. And he's going to start to ritually cast Tensor's floating disc.
Okay. So it's going to take about 10 minutes.
It's going to take about 10 minutes.
And then about 10 minutes later, a 10-foot diameter disc, 5-foot diameter disc.
I think it's 5 foot.
5-foot diameter disc comes up and starts floating, and is under Whistler's control.
And I point to Sashi and Brutus, and then I point to the disc.
I shrug and step on the disc.
Same.
This kind of dips a little bit, but returns to floating.
But not standing fully, kind of crouched down, because balance not so great, so I kind of want to be lower center of gravity, less likely to fall off.
Okay.
So the only thing that really sucks about this is it only follows 30 feet after me.
So it's 30 feet behind you, right?
Yeah. But hopefully they won't set off before.
Okay. Yeah, no, that solves that problem. So you headed. Are you going to continue down the hallway, or are you? The spider silk is getting thinner and thinner. You do notice, as you pass, there seems to be some exsanguinated corpses around, like dried mummies, but otherwise, nothing really of note in this hallway. And it's like you're actually kind of in you're actually in the ruins of a building. I know it's walls there, but it's like collapsed sections of walls and stuff. It looks like you're moving through somebody's house.
Okay. I'll send my little guy up ahead.
Does it
And looks like there's a door right there.
Yeah, there's a door, and you can actually see out, and it looks like you're seeing back out into the square you previously were in.
Does it smell like it's rotting?
There's
Like
one
the
right-
area from the bodies?
Mm-mm. It's super dry here. It looks like they've been.
Well, if they've been exsanguinated, they would still.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Actually, my character wouldn't be smart enough to know whether or not it was recent by that anyway, so never mind.
Yeah.
So I will all dejected start walking back. 'Cause that was wasted.
Where are you going?
I'm following along behind.
I'm gonna say, shouldn't we go this way if the way you just went isn't gonna work? To the thick spider silk?
Okay, and I'll walk back, and then I'll just stop in front of the thick spider silk because I don't have any way to handle it.
Alright. Zashi will cautiously get off the disc and start cutting through this spider silk.
Okay. Give me a strength athletics check.
I can
Grain,
help.
what are you using to cut through the spider silk?
My rapier or a dagger?
Dagger would probably be more useful than your rapier.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be doing my dagger.
Okay, give me a strength athletics check. Cut through this spider silk. Okay, yeah, you do pretty well. You're hacking through this stuff. It's a little slow going, but you're able to make your way fairly well through.
Hold on. That's Brutus. Okay, sorry. Wrong one.
As you're making your way through this junk, let me move whoever this is up so they can. As you're making your way through this stuff, it's really thick. Can I get a survival check from you? Because part of the problem is not only cutting through this stuff, but also not getting your arms stuck in any of the others. Okay, yeah, you easily cut through it. As you cut through this hallway, I'm gonna move you up.
Okay.
As you cut through this hallway, it actually clears up a little bit as you get to this. Now you are actually in an alleyway. Like, you pop out of the building, there was a ruined door. There was a ruined door. And now you actually are in an alleyway. Here, the spider webs are actually covering like a canopy. They're no longer on the walls or on the floor. They're just above you. And anyone who's there, give me an Arcana check. Or actually, not an Arcana check. Give me a Perception check.
Ooh, that's above a 1. That's a 3. Oh, shit.
Mine was it too.
Brutus noticed something.
Brutus, from your just recent experience, you can actually hear and see tiny little spiders moving across the canopy.
I hate it. Let's set it on fire. Burn it. En fuego. Who's got magic? I definitely point it out to everybody.
Okay, with Brutus pointing it out, can Zashi see it now?
Yeah.
So is it like a nest thingy?
No, but you do see. I mean, it is a nest because it's a spider web, but you do see like clumps. They're small, but they're vaguely like goblin shaped, like cocoons at regular intervals, kind of hanging in them.
Can I cut one open?
Give me enough. You're gonna have to kind of climb up there to do so.
Want me to throw you?
Do not throw her into the swarm of spiders.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get a torch ready.
You take out your dagger and you guys kind of chuck it up there, and it cuts through just enough to have one of the cocoons kind of come crashing down on the ground and break
just
open.
Body.
It's just goo.
It's just goo.
It's just green goo.
Goo.
Goblin goo.
Gross.
I scooped some into a small vial.
You do see, actually, weirdly though, it's not just goo. It's goo and then like some ruined leather armor and like a few daggers of kind of misshapen make.
Okay.
Take a dagger.
Alright. Continuing forward, I guess.
I say we stop and burn this section. It's still got spiders in it, so.
Super also good with that.
Alright, if you guys
I make an illusion of fire on there, and nothing happens.
The buildings are primarily like stone and plaster, right?
Yeah, the buildings are stone. They're almost universally brick.
Okay.
Good.
Everything that was made out of like wood is pretty rotten. Like that's why things are collapsing. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I just start torching the canopy.
Okay.
If there's some way I can help, I do.
It's super dry, so it's super easy to start lighting things on fire. As the fire takes over the canopy, the fire starts spreading into the hallway behind you guys that some of you are still in.
Damn it, that's oak I wanted.
Oh.
Want to put the fire out at the moment.
I start ray of frosting everything.
Okay.
Trying to
You gotta get this
Frosty.
beam going on to stop the fire from backflowing.
Oh,
Yeah. Fire in one hand, fucking shoot magic all over the place. And
Yeah, Zashi is going to recommend we handle the big spiders first, and like all of our followers can actually help us harvest the silk and take care of the small ones.
Okay, I do want an Arcana check from Lander. I want to see how good he is at managing two opposite functions at the same time. Pretty good. This is actually fairly impressive.
I mean, the panic on your face a little. A+ for execution, not so much for composition.
And then the spider's cell phone starts ringing, and it just completely ruins the ambience. I'm moving whoever this is ahead.
That's me. That should be Zashi.
Okay.
Because
So Zashi, as the alleyway turns, you're again moving around rubble and various things. The canopy continues on pretty far, actually, up until you reach basically it is marked on the map as a door. It's actually not so much a door as much as a archway that is just completely engulfed in spider web.
Okay, is everyone else coming with me?
When I'm trying to find you on the map. And,
I don't know where you.
We'll move you guys.
Yeah, one of these cocoons seems to have this magical communication device. If you guys can find it, you probably get some nice sending stones.
Well, if we're actually hearing sending stones, I will look for sending stones.
I'm joking.
I know you're looking. All right, so I'm gonna whisper back to everyone. Okay, are you guys ready for this next part? Get ready, and I will.
The spider web makes it is completely opaque.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to start cutting through it.
Okay, give me an athletics check again.
she's trying to cut through the. If she fails, I help.
Okay. No, she's able to cut enough through that the spider side comes in, and you come across. This is actually a building. This is not a square, even though it's about the same size as one of the squares. You're looking out, and it looks, to all of you, as though you're in a cathedral almost. There are pews everywhere. It's a huge open space. There's a skylight, although it's not really giving much light in because all the light is being filtered through gossamer threads that are just everywhere around here. You don't think you can really move without touching them. And kind of winking in and out of existence are these two massive spiders crawling along the ceiling. They look like they're made out of glass. They both look straight down at you as you cut through the web, the vibrations alerting them to your presence.
Yep.
They scream this horrible screech as venom drips from their fangs, and that's where we'll stop.
Okay.
No.
What's your favorite part, Shayna? The spiders.
So dramatic and awesome, and end it.
Well, unless everyone, including Scott, wants to keep going.
I mean, I can keep going.
I have things that I gotta go do, so.
I'd have to jump out in 20 minutes if we don't, so I could keep going, but not for long.
Yeah, and that's a good spot to stop, so.
Okay.
Because it's going to be a long fight. So,
Yeah.
No.
let me very quickly give you guys your experience, though. Give me a second.
Yeah, there it is. What is this camera, by the way? Camera
Oh,
crew.
it's something that I have for other. See, there's 5 of you, right?
Yep.
So each of you get 220 points of experience.
What would I have been at? Should I just consider myself the?
You would have been at 300.
Okay.
What is the people who've been here the entire time? What are we at?
I don't know where you guys are at. I've just been awarding you guys experience.
If I've done it right, we've got 1,616.
It's going to depend on which things you were actually involved in. Scott's not going to be tracking our XP. So for like me as Zashi, with what we've gone, I've got 1,396 XP. But that's going to be different depending on which encounters you were part of.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so since I wasn't here until this one, but if I'm considering starting at level 2, I'll just find what the absolute lowest, whatever it would be exactly at level 2 and add 220 to it.
Yep.
Okay. I'll do that.
I'm going to add the 220 to Zashi right now. Where are you? Oh, I'm going to stop the stream while we do this. Or not the stream, the recording.